The fourth method of factoring that I will teach is called grouping. We have a 4-term polynomial here. We can't use difference of squares, it's not a binomial. And we can't use simple trinomial, it's not a trinomial. We can't use common factor because these 4 don't have a common factor. But because there's an even number of terms, we can break this into 2 groups of 2. And each of those 2 groups does have a common factor. 3ax and a share the common factor of a. I'm going to factor it out. 3ax divided by a is 3x. A divided by a is 1. These last 2 terms also have a common factor. It's either 2b or negative 2b. I'm going to recommend right now that we factor out a negative 2b, but I will explain why. We write minus 2b here. Negative 6bx divided by negative 2b is 3x. Negative 2b divided by negative 2b is positive 1. The reason we wanted to factor out a negative 2b and not a positive 1 is to make sure that what appears inside our bracket is the same as what appeared inside this bracket. If we had factored out positive 2b, this would have said negative 3x minus 1. And that is not as neat. What we now are able to do, because of the distributive property of multiplication over addition, is we can take the a minus 2b and write it together in one bracket. This is being multiplied by 3x plus 1, which we are now allowed to write just once. We have 2 binomials, which if we want to verify, we'll multiply together to give us our original question. What if you have a 6-term polynomial as your question instead of 4? Well, this could be broken down into 3 groups of 2 or into 2 groups of 3. The way it's placed right now, it's already set up to be 2 groups of 3, so I'm going to show that. The common factor of these first 3 terms is x. I'm going to factor an x out of them. ax divided by x is a, negative 2bx divided by x is minus 2b, negative 3x divided by x is minus 3. The last 3 terms have y as their common factor, so I am going to write plus y. ay divided by y is a. Negative 2by divided by y is minus 2b. Negative 3y divided by y is minus 3. We have the same contents of the 2 brackets, and we are able to rewrite our expression with the x plus y together in a bracket, and then the a minus 2b minus 3 in its own bracket. And we can verify as usual. If we multiply these 2 by each other, we will get the original question.